Wolverhampton Wanderers are on their way to becoming a big club, perfectly placed to dine at the top table of English football for years to come. But by 2025, where will they be? Let's find out using our Football Manager 2020 simulation. Well, 5 years into the future and Wolves are still a top half Premier League club, but that's all really. They've never kicked on, but they've never really regressed either. The first season of the simulation they finished 7th, and they've stayed between there and 9th during the simulated 5 years. And in the most recent season, the 24-25 campaign, they came 8th. And the cups haven't provided any joy either, with no silverware coming to Molineux during the simulation. In fact, they haven't even reached a cup final. The Portuguese talent has somewhat dried up, although the owners have remained the same. Maybe Jorge Mendes doesn't have the same sort of influence on Football Manager as he does in reality. One man from Portugal who is gone is Nuno Espirito Santo. He left to become Valencia manager again in 2022, and he replaced at Wolves by Marcelo Bielsa. However, the legendary Argentine wasn't much of a hit, not even lasting a year before getting the sack. Since then, Wolves have gone Dutch, but to no avail. First up was Ronald Koeman, who lasted 2 years in the dugout. Then he was replaced by Frank de Boer, who managed 136 days in charge of the West Midlands outfit before getting the sack on the 19th of May 2025. Clearly the Wolves owners have big aspirations of kicking on, but are unable to get the manager required. Maybe Nuno needs to come back. Anyway, the end of the season with a 3-2 win over Tottenham, so let's have a look at who started and who else is in the squad. In goal was Marco Bizot, a 34-year-old Dutchman who was signed in the summer of 2024 following Rui Patricio's retirement. It's fair to say he's been a bit of a disaster. Bizot cost £5 million from PSV and he's been a bit of a waste of money. An average rating of 6.7 from 36 games is nothing to get excited about, which is why he's already on the transfer list after just 1 year. Oh, and he got sent off in the final game of the season, which isn't great either. Right back was Takehiro Tomiyasu. Yes, Nuno's flying wing backs are long gone for a more fluid 4-2-3-1 formation, although maybe it's not really working out. On the right of defence was a new and big money signing, with Tomiyasu costing £33 million from Arsenal in the summer of 2024. He's been a bit better than his goalkeeper with an average rating of 6.96, and he can also play at centre back, which is handy. Then again, it's not like he's got any competition down the right, with Matt Doherty now playing in Turkey for Fenerbahce, having left Wolves back in 2021 for Benfica. Centre back was Bruno Guimaraes. At £59 million, this guy is the most valuable player in Wolves' squad, and unsurprisingly he's one of their best performers. The Brazilian cost £45 million from Inter Milan back in 2021, and since then he's been a figure of consistency, with his average ratings ranging from 6.92 to 7.07. He's usually a centre midfielder though, and he played this game out of position. And it might actually be his last game, with Chelsea registering interest in the 27-year-old. He was alongside Eric Garcia. This Spaniard is one of Man City's academy graduates who wasn't needed at the Etihad, and I don't know if Wolves really need him either, as he hasn't been too special in defence. Garcia cost £40.5 million from Hamburg, 1 year after the Germans signed him on a free. Garcia has just completed his second season in Old Gold, and his average ratings leave a lot to be desired. Wolves did sell 2 centre-back options last summer, with Den Donker and Bolly heading to Russia and China respectively. But one player who's still around is Captain Conor Cody, who even at 32 is a decent performer, although that elusive England cap continues to elude him. One England international who is the Wolves man nowadays is Harry Maguire, although his first season in Wolves shirt was far from special, and not to the standards of a man who is Wolves' highest earner with £185 a week coming his way. Left back was Johnny. The right-footed left back is still a Wolves man in 2025, having just completed his 7th season with the club. Johnny has been solid throughout, always getting between a 6.9 and a 7, and it's a bit of a mystery why he hasn't been nabbed by someone higher up the footballing ladder. Johnny had been competing or even playing alongside Ruben Neves, but he's just got himself a big move to Borussia Dortmund, where he's proven that maybe Wolves should have played him a bit more. In the middle is Olivier Ntcham. What a debut season it was for this man. The French midfielder only arrived in the summer of 2024, costing a huge £41 million from Guangzhou Evergrande. And Ntcham proved straight away that he'd gone to China far too early, with his first season at Molineux ending with 8 goals and 15 assists, his best ever tally. Morgan Gibbs-White has also chipped in with a few goals, as his influence in the Premier League continues to grow stronger and stronger. Ntcham was alongside Findlay Service. A Scottish regen in the middle of the park, this was Findlay Service's second season as a first-team regular, and his averages are improving season after season, slowly and steadily. Obviously Wolves are missing Ruben Neves in the middle, but he's gone on to bigger and better things, now the linchpin in Barcelona's midfield, while João Moutinho has finally retired, ending his career in 2023 at Sporting. On the right was Reiss Nelson. After struggling to start for Arsenal, Reiss Nelson bit the bullet in 2021 and left the Emirates. He costs Wolves a startling £52 million, but at least he's tried to prove his worth. He's another player who's been consistent and has provided goals and a few assists from out wide. £52 million was a lot of money, but that's the premium you have to pay for young English players. He keeps Adama Traore out of the team, with the Spaniards really struggling on Football Manager 2020. Clearly they didn't get the memo that he's good now. Another option Wolves have on the right is Florian Thauvin, who only just arrived on a free after impressing on loan, but sadly for him he's already on the transfer list. Attacking midfield was Jason Nangle. When the goalkeeper was sent off after 10 minutes, regenerated midfielder Jason Nangle was the man sacrificed, being replaced by goalkeeper Jackson Smith. It had been Nangle's 20th appearance of the season, and he's certainly a player with a lot of potential, having cost nearly £10 million from Leeds when he was only a baby, although he was clearly the most disposable player when the goalkeeper saw red with 8 minutes to go. On the left was Pedro Neto. One of Wolves' current crop was on the left, and Pedro Neto is probably their best player in offence. The Portuguese winger has matured into the talent he's surely going to become, and he can play anywhere across the front, which makes him a valuable asset at Molineux. Every season he's getting goals and providing assists, and he's just had his best season in terms of averages. While most of Wolves' Portuguese contingent has moved on, Neto has stayed loyal and reaped the benefits. And up front was Craig Howes. Our third and final regen, Craig Howes is certainly the most impressive, scoring twice on the final day to end the season with 10 goals from 28 appearances, which isn't bad for a 21-year-old's first full season in the Premier League. But then again, he hasn't had a lot of competition considering Raul Jimenez was just sold in 2024. Wolves only got £8 million for the Mexican, and when you look at how well he was doing and what he's been doing in Ukraine, they might as well have just kept him. But alas, Football Manager 2020 clearly don't believe in the Wolves as a big club hype. They're one of the best of the rest, but that's about it. So that's Wolves in 2025 according to our Football Manager 2020 simulation. Let us know what you think in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Elecspo, and until next time, we'll see you around.